What is going on, guys? Welcome to FTV Family Time Vlogs. Today I want to talk about driving to Florida. I know in all my vlogs I kind of glorify it and act like it's the best ride ever and it's not tough and it's the easiest thing you'll do and everything. If you look at a lot of my comments, a lot of people will say the same thing. But I realize that's like the after talking. Like once the ride is complete and done, you tend to forget about like all like the negative that did happen because there's a bunch of things that happen on the road. But after it's all said and done, you don't regret any of it really. Mostly because people who are going to Florida are going to like the tourist destination of the United States. Well, theme park anyways. So today, I did want to get on here and talk about the 5 worst things about taking that drive. The 5 things that are in the back of my mind every time I do this drive and make me ponder and wonder if I really want to take this drive again. I'm going to start out least, the stuff that really doesn't bother me, to the stuff that really bothers me. So the 5th and final one will be the one that really bothers me. The first reason why I don't really like to take this drive is I have taken this drive multiple times. The only time slot that I could find that works perfect for us and kind of like doesn't affect us that bad is the middle of the night. We'll get there the next day if we choose to drive straight at a decent time, and you're driving mostly during light hours, kind of. Leaving middle of the night cuts down on the traffic, the road work, just everything. But the reason why leaving middle of the night is not the best thing, from my experience, during that time of night, you get a lot of trucks on the road, and the truckers that are driving that time of night are going to be tired and exhausted because they're either pulling all-nighters or they're going to have to pull an all-nighter, or they woke up really early to do their drive. They've been scaring me lately to the point where they're dangerous on the road. Like when I first started taking this drive years and years ago to visit my family, they weren't that bad. They were actually respectful, mindful. They stayed in their proper lane. They really didn't take over the highway, but now they're spreading out over the highway, trapping you in, driving recklessly. It's gotten worse with truckers, but they're tired. They're driving terrible, and that's number 1. The second reason why I don't like to take this ride is it coincides with leaving in the middle of the night. It is almost impossible, especially when you're going from north to south, to find a gas station that's 24 hours. Well, they're all 24 hours, but they're not really open. And if they are, it's gonna be crazy inside. There's no super centers, there's no like Buc-ee's, there's no travel lodges, there's like nothing that's like down south where you feel safe. So many times in the middle of the night, had to get gas very early in the morning, and the only thing out and about at that time are people you might not want to be around. So what we do is just look for the gas station, or we just look for the exit with the most gas stations listed, try to find the one that's the most well lit, dip in there real quick and dip right out. That's all you can really do. All right, the third reason why, starting to get to the reasons that really make you question if you want to do this drive. The rain. It's not like little drizzles like you get in New Jersey. It's more like Florida. You always run into rain, and it's that torrential downpour. It's just boom, 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 where your wipers can barely keep up with it. It seems like that's the only rain you ever get. And it's terrible because you got either A, people that don't know how to drive in it and they're trying to get off the road and get to just the side and hopefully wait for the rain to go away, or you got B, that is a little scared, nervous, and that's kind of me, I'll admit it, and you're just kind of trucking along because you know it's easier to drive through it than to wait it out. And then you got C, which are people that just don't care and flying vroom, vroom, right through it and just driving all recklessly and crazy like they're just used to it, and it's it's bad. It makes situations bad. I see a lot of accidents during that time. Yeah, the rain really makes you regret it. But hopefully you only get hit rain maybe once, maybe twice, and then you're good. Fourth reason why. Now, this could easily be the worst reason why, but there's one more reason that's a little worse than this that you might not realize till I say it. But the fourth reason why that I really question, I-95. You're taking I-95 pretty much all the way, New Jersey to Florida. You're on I-95. I-95 is one of the deadliest highways, is the deadliest highway in America, meaning there are more crashes than any other highway on I-95, mostly because of how long it is. But here's another reason why. When you're on I-95, especially when you're going from Jersey to Florida, you're passing some of the deadliest states, accident-prone states with I-95. You're passing through Maryland, you're passing through Washington, D.C., you're passing through New Jersey, obviously. These are some of the worst accident-prone states. Likely going to see an accident. But to be honest with you, they say it's the worst, those states. I'm just making sure this is secure. They say those states are the worst, but I have found in my experience taking this ride over 10 years, 10 plus years, that most of the accidents occur down south. I don't know why, but I hardly see any up towards north. I guess it's because of the time of day that I leave in the middle of the night. And the fifth and final reason why it makes the whole family question it. This is the one reason why we almost say no every time. But that reason is, it is a long ride. I know it sounds so simple, right? Oh, it's just a long ride. We know that. No, it is a long ride, especially if you do it in one shot. Like we tend to do it in one shot now, because when we leave the middle of the night, we're getting anywhere that we would want to stop way before check-in time. So you might as well just keep going. We have 2 drivers. So if I get really tired, usually I take the drive there, and my wife takes the drive back. But if I get tired, she could take the wheel over. If she gets tired, I could take the wheel over. We have 2 drivers. I would not recommend this drive with a solo person. I just would not do it. It's too dangerous. You get tired, and people, you know, when you get tired, you're just like, it's okay. I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna drive and be fine. And you don't realize you're slipping away. But it is a long ride. Like, a long ride. And if you're only taking this drive to do a week, well, that's what we used to do. I'm like, no way. I just won't do that drive for a week. But now we're in the position where we stay multiple weeks, 2, sometimes a little bit more. And then it's okay. 2 weeks minimum. But for a week, maybe I do it. I don't know if I do it. But it is a long ride. You're going to be exhausted after it. You're going to be just in a terrible mood for a little bit. You're going to be like, wow, I hit rain, I hit traffic, I hit road work, I hit accidents, I hit everything you can imagine. You're probably going to hit on that drive. And it's just going to be like, wow, that was a long, terrible drive. But like I said, after a few days, once you finally do it and everything, you're back and you're like, okay, it's good. And that's why if you do listen to some of my tips, the one tip that I will leave in this vlog, the drive is going to be what you make of it. If you are already in a bad mindset where like, oh, I don't want to do this, I'd rather just fly, why am I doing this, just to save a couple bucks? Because you're going to save on flights, especially with a family. You're going to save on the rental car, you're going to save on luggage, everything. But you're going to be like, why didn't I just fly? You're going to be in a terrible mood. You're going to take that drive, and that drive, that 18-hour drive, it's going to destroy you. I've known people taking it that were in the bad mindset, didn't want to take it, and they're like, never again. That was the worst thing I ever did. But if you're in the mental mind state where you're prepared and you're ready for it. You're gonna do the all-American road trip, pack your family in the car, have a nice drive, see all the sights and the elements, because there are cool things to see along the way and stop at. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be like, okay, it is what it is. It was a very long drive. You're not gonna deny that it's a long drive. It's a long drive, but it's over. You got enjoyment out of it. Everything worked out fine, usually. So don't be discouraged. I'd still take the drive, but if those 5 reasons that I gave to you hit home and just resonate too much to where you don't think there'd be any benefits taking the drive, then go ahead and fly. But honestly, I don't mind the drive. Would I take it again? Yeah, I almost did. I'm thinking about doing it right now, solo, just to see if it could be done solo. But no, I'm not. But we're doing the drive again. We love it. We have no problems with it. And if you do want to see us driving there's multiple videos on YouTube. I'll link it to the playlist. And also the next vlog that's coming out is driving back home, Florida to New Jersey. I'll warn you, I'm not in the best mood because I never like coming back home. I want to stay in Florida when I'm there. But that's coming out too soon, so you can see the drive, where we stop, what we do. And we did stop the night on the way back. We usually always stop on the way back and go straight through the way there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.